Okay. What's your name?
Novalee.
How old are you?
5.
What school do you go to?
Dowsville.
And what month is it?
October.
And what happens in October?
Well, it's gonna be Halloween pretty soon.
Yes, and it's also an awareness month. And what is it awareness for?
Since we the pros and orders.
And is that something that you have?
Yeah.
And what does that mean?
Like when I put on tight shoes, it feels funny.
What else feels funny to you?
Like socks that have lines on the bottom.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes my socks feel funny.
Like how?
Like it just does. It does. I don't know how, but these socks are comfortable.
And what about your stimming?
What's the?
You know, when you make your music.
Well, I just do that because...
Really, Flower, get your bum out the video.
Sorry,
she wanted to be in it.
Sorry, my cat might be a little shovey today.
She hasn't seen you all day, huh?
Would you get out of here, Flower? Well, like, when I make my music, I just like to sing songs.
And how does that make your body feel when you make your music?
Happy.
And can you, like, show me really quick, like, what that means when you're making your music?
Well, when I do this, it makes my head feel good.
Makes your head feel good.
Yeah, because of the softness on the couch.
And why do you think that you need to do that? Like, what would happen if you didn't do that? Remember you told me before that you need to make your music?
Yeah, I need to.
And if you don't, what happens?
Well, then I just... Well, then...
Like, how do you feel? Do you feel, like, icky?
Yeah. I feel icky.
And you know how sometimes you get flappy when you're happy?
Yes.
Like, that's stimming, too. Do you know why, like, why you do that?
I don't know why.
You're stimming right now.
No, no.
Yeah, you are. See, you don't even know. What are some things, like, that's, like, bad about sensory depressant orders?
Well,
What don't you like about having that?
well, it's like I wanted to have autism.
You wanted autism?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, that's silly.
Because, you know, it's sometimes,
Is it because Zachary has autism? Is that why you wanted to have autism?
Actually, I changed my mind.
Oh, you changed your mind. Good, because I just want you to be just the way you are.
Well, sometimes you just know because sometimes I just have to make my music.
And what happens if you don't make your music?
Well, then I feel icky.
Like, how? Like, can you describe? Do you think you can use some words to tell me, like, what icky means to you?
Well, it means like that I don't feel right.
Oh. So it's very important that you're allowed to make your music, huh?
Yeah, because then I don't feel normal. I don't feel like a normal kid.
So when some people say to you that you should not make your music, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel like I should do it.
But some people don't think that that's a good idea that you do it. And what would you say to those people?
Well, I would say I have to make it.
And why do you have to?
Because, then I don't feel like a normal kid.
Oh. So when you do that with your hands that you just did, like, do you realize you're doing it?
Do what?
The things you just did with your hand.
Like what things?
Sometimes you get really excited, huh?
Yeah.
So, what's the best thing about having sensory depressant orders?
Well, like, I get to wear sensory depressant order shirts.
Yeah.
I like the one that says I got sensory depressant orders. And I like the one with the bird.
Yeah, the bird says what? Do you remember?
I have SPD.
It says I get flappy when
I'm happy.
Yeah.
It says I get flappy when I'm happy.
So what would you say to grown-ups that think that it's not a good thing to have sensory depressant orders?
Well, I would say it's fun to have sensory depressant orders.
It is fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get a whole month, right?
Yeah.
Autism gets a whole month in April for people to understand and be aware. And you get a whole month in October. So the whole month long is for what?
I don't know.
Awareness. And do you know what that means?
No.
That means we teach people. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people don't understand, right?
Yeah, some people don't understand and they don't know I have to make my music, and they don't know if it's okay for me to have sensory depressant orders.
And it's absolutely okay for you to have sensory depressant orders, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because that's what makes you Novalee.
Yes, and it makes me feel normal when I make my head, like I do right now. It makes me feel normal.
Yeah, you don't want to feel icky.
No.
So, I think that's our whole video. I think we got everything covered.
Bye-bye, everybody.